In this chapter of working with buyers from contacts to contracts, we'll talk about establishing your branding. So let's go ahead and take a look. So your branding is covered under your login name in the top right-hand corner of the screen. You'll want to click on Account and Settings, and coming down the page in the third row on the far right-hand side, let's click on MLS Settings. There are a couple of areas that are specific to your communication with your buyers, and that's what we're going to focus on here. So let's start by going to My Information at the top of the page, and you'll see there are a series of tabs in this area. Right now we're on the Information tab. This is going to bring over the information from the contact info. So if you do need to update any of this stuff that's in gray text, you'd want to start with your contact information to do that. But there are a few other fields in here that aren't contained in that section. And here you can override or update this information as desired. That covers things like your job title, your tagline or slogan, and URLs or addresses for social media that you might use as part of your business. If you do make any updates on this page, just make sure you hit Save in the bottom left before you move on. Next, we can add a header. If you haven't done so already, your header is going to appear at the top of the portal, and that's the online office space where you'll be communicating with your client. It looks like this as an example. So the header is the very top area of our page. So initially we can choose the image that's going to appear here in the background. You can either upload a custom banner image. So if you have a picture you've already taken, you can add it here. Otherwise, you can click on the link that says select a different banner image or theme. You can scroll through the available options until you see one you like the looks of. Click on it, and then in the bottom left, click Preview. This will show you an idea of what it's going to look like. If it's good, go ahead and move on. Otherwise, select a different banner image or theme and repeat your process. Next, we can choose whether or not to include a photo. You'll notice I've already done so, so my link says Change Photo. Once your photo is in there, you can toggle it on and off using the No Photo button, or include it by saying Use Custom Photo. Your link, if you haven't added a photo, will say Upload or Add Photo. You can click on it, browse from the device you're working on, and upload the image of your choice. The next area has to do with your individual branding, and the choices that you see here are controlled by what's in that Information tab that we were just on. So click on the drop-down arrow and select what elements that you'd like to have included in your contact info. And there is a blank line if you don't want to use that particular line. Finally, you can decide if you'd like to update the colors that are used in the text here. You can use the defaults, or there's a Use Custom Colors radio button. From this button, I can click on the individual color and then simply drag these little circles around until I have the color that I want to use. And you'll always see a preview right here on the page. Make sure you click Save before you move on. Next, let's update our email signature. This will be the default that's used on each email that we send through the system to our client. And it's really simple. If you already have an email signature set up elsewhere, you can just copy and paste directly in here. Otherwise, you can type in whatever text you'd like to include. Note that there is an option to include hyperlinks. Additionally, you can add photos. If you've already uploaded your agent photo, when you click Select Image, it'll appear as an option here for you to include. And that's an easy way to personalize your email signature a little further. If you do make updates, again, don't forget to hit the Save before you move on. Finally, we have an option for a portal profile. And this is going to be a specific area within your client's portal, and it's the little area called My Agent. You have 4 separate sections to choose from. Clicking on the header is going to open that information for display. The first is contact information, where you can use the drop downs to include additional detail. It's almost like a little virtual business card within the system. Next, we have the portal greeting. This is a free-form text space where you can add a custom message. Next, we have an area for another video. You can include an address from a YouTube video as well as a title. And then an area for a larger photo. Once again, you can upload a separate photo or reuse perhaps the photo that you included before. If you'd like to change the order that these appear in, note that you can click on the icon, drag, and drop it into the order you'd like. You can also toggle on and off these options by using the check boxes that you see here. If you make any changes, don't forget to hit save in the bottom left.